I hope you like that retrospective to women over the years in TWF. This might be the most intimidating woman to ever step foot in TWF. Talk about a force of nature. Talk about an intimidating presence. Andrea the GIANT. 6'5" tall. About 300 pounds. A physical menace to any woman. Well, here's the graphic. There you go. A match 10 months in the making. At the last Rio Mania, Andrea injured Vikki Vanity, women's champion. We have not had a women's title match since. Tonight, Vikki finally medical clearance to return to the ring. This should have happened a long time ago, but it's happening now. And the champion, the women's champion, is on her way out. Vikki Vanity has held the women's title for quite some time. Vikki Vanity, though, big-time injuries last year at Rio Mania at the hands of Andrea the GIANT. Vikki Vanity has heart. Vikki Vanity defeated the legendary female competitor Crystal for that championship a long time ago. Vikki Vanity, however, has never run into a challenger quite like Andrea the GIANT. Vikki Vanity knows it will be an uphill battle from the very beginning. But Vikki Vanity, she's brought her lunchbox. She knows she's in for a hard day's work. Let's do this. Not many companies would have the gall to headline a television show, to main event a television show with the women's title match. But that's how much I respect, that's how much we respect these women and what they do in the squared circle. Let's do this. A sign of sportsmanship there by Vikki. Sportswomanship, I should say. Uh-oh. Oh, and you'll get none of that from Andrea. Short arm clothesline to start this thing. Oh, shoulder barely up. Turns the handshake into a heavy hitting clothesline. And now choking the life out of Vikki Vanity on that bottom rope there. Andrea the GIANT. The challenger in this particular situation will not let up for a split second. She is relentless in her pursuit of gold. Oh, slingshot on the bottom rope, and this match has been dominated thus far. That's what started the proceedings right there. Tops it off with that. Andrea the GIANT mauling Vikki Vanity like a bear on a campsite, mauling her. DDT on the left leg of Vikki Vanity. Vikki is obviously the quicker and more nimble of the two individuals, and Andrea the GIANT knows that. If she takes out one of the wheels, if she takes out the left leg, oh, one more time. Very smart strategy by the challenger. If Vikki can't run all over the ring and run circles around Andrea, her offense will be limited. 2 count a moment ago. There's what started it, the DDT with the left leg. If Vikki can't move around at her normal pace, at her normal comfortable pace, Andrea moved that much closer to being the women's champion. Oh, wow. Of being the women's champion of TWF. Sound strategy by the Giant from Utah. Uh-oh. Talk about how prestigious that had to hurt. This women's title is about how much these women like what they do. Vikki made the trip from Reno. Andrea made the trip from Utah just to be here in the Sacramento region right now. They love this thing, and so do we. Vikki needs to find a way to get some offense going. Oh no. Oh! Big time leg drop across the esophagus by the challenger, and the champion is reeling. Shoulder up, just barely. But if you've never seen an individual like Andrea the Giant in person, you definitely need to come out to a TWF show. It is awesome. It is a presence. Vikki Vanity trying to fight that off. Vikki, when she won the championship, she was the underdog. In several title defenses, she was the underdog. She's used to this. Vikki always finds a way to be successful. Oh, there we go, right on cue. Jawbreaker by the champion. Nice move to neutralize the challenger momentarily and get that advantage back in her direction. There's a kick. There's one more. There we go, European-style dropkick sends the challenger down. Vikki's going to do absolutely everything within her power to whittle down, to chop down this giant one blow at a time. Shining Wizard, leaping, elevated kick by the champion. Oh, but she can't turn her over. Too big, too strong. She can't shoot the half. She can't pull her over. And damn, that might have been a 3 count if Vikki somehow could have turned her over. Now, trying to improvise here with perhaps a Boston Crab. Those legs are just so big and strong, though. Very hard for someone of Vikki's stature to make that happen. Here we go. Half crab. Trying to contort the big giant and sap some of the strength out of her at the same time. Well, Andrea the Giant is very tall. Andrea the Giant able to reach that bottom rope and avoid any more pain. There's the jawbreaker that started it, and here's the Shining Wizard. Beautiful Shining Wizard kick to the back of the skull. Vikki takes advantage in a situation that seemed pretty doomed early on. Oh! All it takes, though, is a few big blows by the challenger to neutralize the champion once again, even after enduring those shots. Now in the corner. Opposite corner. Oh! And Andrea the Giant once again takes full advantage of her size advantage. Vikki crushed in the corner like an aluminum can. Snap mare now. Vikki, very precarious position. You notice when the pace slows down and the big moves happen. Oh, what does it feel like to be kicked in the spine by a 300-pound woman? By a woman who's over 6 feet tall. There's Vikki getting smushed in the corner one more time. Just to illustrate. Oh, what's this? Is this her version of the you-know-what? Giant swing. Her version of the giant swing, and Vikki might be dizzy. Vikki might be beat up. Vikki has to find a way to get the motor running to retain her title here tonight. If you're just joining us, women's title being contested. Oh, look at that! Trips the heel. The defending champion trips the heel of the challenger. She still looks dizzy. Trying to lean on her maybe. Choke her out on that second rope. Vikki Vanity having trouble finding her bearings after being spun in circles about 10 times a few moments ago. Whew. That'll wake you up. And Vikki doing all she can to beat down this Giant. And the Giant just got pretty pissed off. Oh, what a headbutt. And now Vikki stuck in the corner one more time. Oh, like a frying pan to your chest. Down in a heap goes the defending champion. Uh-oh, lifts her up with ease. Precarious position for the champion, however, retaliates with a shot to the skull. Not sure what's on her brain. Oh, beautiful! Absolutely terrific! Vikki wraps those legs around Andrea the Giant's neck. What a move by the champion! What a version of a head scissor by the champion! And these people are impressed. This broadcast journalist is impressed. Vikki doing all she can. Oh, I thought she had her. What a move moments ago. Well, it started with the Giant swing. Vikki dizzy for several minutes though, but once she shook that off, once she recovered from that, this amazing move right here. Legs wrapped around the neck of Andrea the Giant. Look at the athleticism by the defending women's champion. Vikki Vanity, very talented. Vikki Vanity, there's a reason, oh, big time leg drop. There's a reason she's been women's champion for quite some time here in TWF. Injured by Andrea the Giant many months ago. Oh, finally, we're getting these two one-on-one. A rematch of the last real Mania of this company, which in all the chaos turned into a six-person tag. But now, one-on-one, these two duking it out. There's another shot. Exchanging blows as they are now. It's nitty-gritty time. It's crunch time. Who wants some more? Clothesline. And just like that, the challenger once again takes advantage of a situation. Once again, thwarts any momentum the champion seems to muster. The challenger. You see Vikki limping around a little bit. The offensive focus of the challenger was on her left leg for a while there. And it's hindering the movement, hindering the moves of the defending champion. Andrea the Giant now brings her to a vertical base, front face lock position. Oh no, you gotta get out of there, Vikki. You gotta get out of there, you're stuck. Whoa. Repeated blows to the champion, over and over and over again. And Vikki, reeling, Vikki in pain. Any person that has to withstand that would be in a tremendous amount of pain. Vikki can't even get a full breath in those lungs after those shots moments ago. Oh wait. Tornado! Tornado DDT! Tornado DDT! Not quite three. What a reversal by the champion. Tornado DDT moments ago. What a move by the champion. However, 2 3/4, 2 8/10, 2 9/10 does not count as 3, and Andrea did not stay down. Oh, she caught her. Uranagi. Uranagi slam. Is that 3? No, that's 2. Only 2. Uranagi slam. I'm not sure what Vikki was thinking. Maybe clothesline. Andrea the Giant, though, able to perch her up, able to catch her. Uranagi slam moments ago. Refused the 3 count though, because I think I know what's coming. Oh no, oh no, oh no! Choke slam! Damn! Brand new women's champion. What a choke slam, what a match!
Ladies and gentlemen,
Andrea the GIANT has bulldozed her way to a women's championship victory, overwhelming the challenger with her unbelievable power and persistence. That woman right there is the TWF Women's Champion. That woman right there has overwhelmed the opposition. She has overwhelmed the opposition in TWF for many, many months, and now it has paid off. Takes out the beloved champion Vikki Vanity and leaves this building the women's champion. We might not like her attitude, we might not like her demeanor, but she is very successful. There's the Uranagi, which started it, but that didn't finish it. Then the big time choke slam, those 2 big moves were too much for Vikki Vanity to overcome. A 3 count later, Andrea the GIANT has started her era as women's champion here in this company. Much respect, valiant effort by Vikki Vanity. You gotta respect that woman right there. A woman 3 times her size. She gave her the fight of her life. Much respect, Vikki Vanity.